Hello guys, Heidi here, and today I'm doing the part 2 of my character mini-series. I'm going to go over what I call my note-taking start, which is the start of me of a character before I fully go into detail. Just a little quick, the first little notes that comes into your brain before you flesh out the idea. Sort of like, the pre-work before you do an essay in college. It's my best analogy, work with me. For this, we are going, when it comes to, or the bones of me creating my characters, I usually start with handwritten things. Now, it depends on what type of paper I'm using, on how detailed I feel I can get, because OCD. But nevertheless, the character I'm using, for example, is Felix Hayden. Because I'm also making a superhero novel. His superhero name, which is Cat Sis, is in parentheses right beside him. Right there. I can't tell where I'm pointing. But what I usually try to keep this all on one sheet. Is Felix Hayden, Sierra's name. I have the first and last name, their usage, and their meaning. For Felix, it's lucky, successful. For Hayden, it's enclosure, pasture. Birthday, March 13th. In parentheses, I have his age, which is 16. His sign is Pisces, sex is male. I have some, his spirit, creature is drinks. Eyes, gray, hair, white, blonde. Face, triangle shape, a mixture of angular and delicate features. Body, slender, medium, tall, height. Fashion, overly formal, monochrome. Needs to use a cane on his right side. His typical outfit is an ash gray dress shirt, a vest of various mixed-hued gray, a double-breasted black suit. Character basis is Kia. The character base is basically me, just instead of having to describe, which could take me several paragraphs. If I don't have the time, I'll just put a character base, which is another character from another person's work, character that is owned by another person, writer, manga artist, anime. I would like to say his name, but he's Ozori from the Host Club. But it's just a quick shot of his personality. And now that I have that embarrassing out of the way, but for this book, I'm using paper that is this length, though there's very little info. I like to keep it this way, honestly. And now I'm going over the character sheet, which is after I have enough input where I feel comfortable with. I will go on to my computer and fill out all the info I can. Don't worry about if you can't get all the info on in one go. Skip it. It will come to you eventually. Now, let's see if this works. Control A. And I will have this in the description down below. Without further ado, let's go in. Character's full name goes here. Character's first name, usage, meaning, and other key info. When I'm talking about usage, is this here. Alright? So I would probably be copying this down and putting it in the usage. On my little notebook, the parentheses has multi. Meaning and other key info. Anything, the meaning plus anything you consider irrelevant. Nationality and ethnic. My speech impediment is showing up in full force. And their ethnicity is here. Nationality is, say for example, my nationality is American. My ethnicity is Polish, German, Irish, Dutch, so on and so forth. Birthday, age, and sign. You can use both Western and Eastern for this. I know I'm going to. Sex and gender are not the same thing. Sex is your chromosomes. Gender is your what you consider yourself to be. So, for example, if I had a transgender character, I would put his birth sex here, and then I would put transgendered and his actual gender. Eye color, eye shape, eyebrows. Don't question me on this. You'll be surprised on how many times people mention someone's eyebrows in a book. Any other key info when it comes to the eyes, like does he have any scarring? If there are any other noticeable features, does he have glasses? That type of hairstyle, hair color, and hairstyle. Other, like how does he like it kept? Does your character use any other items? Does she sometimes have a baronet? Any other stuff you want to put in here that you don't feel fits into either of these two works. The others are just like, if you don't think they fit in the other two, use this. Face shape, cheekbones, lips, jaw, and jaw shape are things that I've seen a lot being mentioned when describing a character. Build, distinguishing features, tics/mannerisms. Health, how do they walk? Posture, level of grooming, fashion. Assorted accessories, dominant hand, handwriting, writing style, how do they talk, the style of their speech, accent, do they gesture while talking, how much eye contact do they usually make. For example, Felix is more like a cat in the fact that there are times when he means to make you uncomfortable, and then there's times when he honestly doesn't know. He doesn't, and he'll just, stare at you, waiting for you to, continue on with what you were asking him. Preferred curse words. Catchphrase. Speech impediments. If I was making this about me, there would be a lot of those. Peltanic tics. Is there anything noticeable in, their mannerisms when they talk? Like, does he hum? Does he grunt? At certain things. These are usually something he doesn't, your character won't notice. Same with this. These are things that he himself will not notice, but other people will. What's their laugh like? What do they find funny? How emotive are they? Like, how much do they show emotion? Can others read them? Immediate family, extended family, economic status. Now, these here are just for you to list off. Like, for example, living parents, extended parents, family, like, who do they know? And their status, because that does play a role. Closest friends, other friends, enemies. With these, just like list their name and like in parentheses, go through and say exactly how or why. How would strangers in the street perceive them? How would acquaintances perceive them? How would authority figures perceive them? How would enemies perceive them? How would friends perceive them? How would close friends perceive them? There is a difference. Trust me, there is a difference. How would kids perceive them? How would the opposite sex perceive them? I misspelled all of that. How would extended family perceive them? You gotta love Grammarly. How would extended family perceive them? How would they use their social media platforms? If they had any, you would list that here. How would they fill out their online dating profile? What is their role in a group dynamic? What's the role in a group? And once you have this filled out, like, you don't have to have all this filled out, but this is just for the physical things you would like to know. And down and below, you might see where some of their personalities would show up. But for personality, I personally do something I don't hear a lot of people mention. So on that, it's odd. But I will be filling out this for Felix in part 2, and in part 3 I will talk about what I do to figure out a character's personality and all their other stuff, including baggage. Thank you for listening to me. Good night.